Good to see you back again.
Listen up, you buff horses. I've got 7 questions that...
New challenges unlocked.
All right, buddy. Guess watching their Jimmy boy getting dragged in the mud wasn't enough for Team Omni. Their top dogs are challenging us with these trials. Let's smoke them. This rival. Oh yeah, Clarence Bishop III. Heard about that clown when he tried showing off. At the Live Extreme series a few years back. He got his butt kicked real good. Reckon that knocked some sense into him, but hell no, he's still the same arrogant daddy's boy he's always been. Perhaps even worse. No wonder he hooked up with Omni. That firm's up to its eyeballs in dirty business, I'm telling you. I can just feel it in my bones. Anyhow, the boy holds the records in 5 trials. Time to show him what you're made of. At least we got to see a mountain road. Our day's not ruined. You kids and all that drifting nonsense. We used to respect our tires, you know? That's what NASCAR's all about. And here you are, smoking out like cheap tobacco.
They be on bull like a zoo fly. I be too fly to participate. I need everything for the everything. If
All right, let's move to the next objective. The Motorfest invites you off the beaten track for its wildest experience, the off-roading series, a rugged championship that'll see you through jaw-dropping remote locations. This is what the Motorfest series is all about. Off-Roading Addict, a series championship by Motorfest. What is next in line? Step, a quad race. Perfect to get you into the swing of things. rewind that one. Be kind. Let's call this.
Hey there, can you hear me? Sorry I'm late. Bloody traffic jam. Don't worry, I'm on my way. Where was that path again? Let me check my map. Oh, right, there you are. I'm coming. Oh, sorry, where are my manners? I'm Pierce. They call me the off-road specialist, but simply off-roader will do. Pleased to meet you, my friend. I'm gonna do my best to share my knowledge and scout the field ahead, so you can avoid any nasty surprises. Lesson 1. Always know your environment. There we are! Oh my word, what's that? Okay, hold on tight. You're gonna love this. Now that's what I call a bloody landing, my friend. Whoa! So, a Toyota Tacoma. Great choice. A bit modern for my taste, but Japanese trucks are more than reliable. This descent is going to be shaky. You'll need to keep your speed up if you want your suspension to hold. A beach full of wrecks! Glorious! What a ride! I couldn't have imagined a better first meeting. Okay, I'm right above you. Let's do this. You're biking this time. Not quite the same experience, but I can tell from up here, you're gonna have a lot of fun. Wow, nice! And it gets better. Wait for it. And here it comes. Whoa! Oh my days, that was insane! You guys are even crazier than I am. Shall we have another go? Obviously that's the plan, but we have to climb back up the mountain first. That is an awesome bike you got there. A BMW R1200 GS, if I'm not mistaken. One of the most reliable and best-selling motorcycles ever. Back on top. It's time to give it your all, my friend. Full speed. Oh God, hold on to your clutch. Touchdown. An SSV race on top of a volcano? Damn! I'm so glad I signed up for this. I'll fly around and get better visibility on the track. This soil is extremely hard, dry and rocky, a real car breaker. Luckily, the shock absorbers you've got on that thing are made for this kind of turf. Jump after the cave. This trail is beyond crazy. Motorfest really went all out with this experience. Epic first lap. One more to go. These little buggers skid on every turn. It's like a buggy, but with bigger brakes and more comfort. I need one.
Let's just rewind that one.
Keep left, my friend. The finish line is coming up. Fire! Awesome machine. I wonder if the Motorfest would be willing to give some of these babies away. We go again. Same deal. I'll check the way from up here and give you a heads up when the rough patches are coming. Let me be the Chewie to your Han. A rally raid. The Motorfest sure knows how to seduce me with adventure. And a river runs through it. You've got to cross the river again. Watch out for the current. There's no rescue winch in this chopper. defender is like an old-fashioned rugby player. 400 horsepower under a 70-year-old bonnet. That's how we make them in the UK. Change of course, port side. I've done races in South Africa almost as exciting as this one. They were actually quite similar, except they had walking giraffes instead of floating goats. On your right, after the bridge. Expect a little surprise after this jump. They've pulled out all the stops for you. Go cross that line. What the hell is that goat doing in the sky? Get out of the way, you big... Whew, close call. Great! New terrain! That's part of the beauty of this island. Its incredible diversity of topography. Get ready to turn left on the hill. Amazing! This valley is simply gorgeous. It reminds me of when I crossed the Atacama Desert back in my own old Beetle. I got lost for 4 days, but eventually made it, all thanks to the old bugger. A beautiful love story. Until the engine broke down and I exchanged it for a donkey. Uh-oh, this is going to be tough. Oh, it's okay, don't mind me, just keep your foot down. Can you see the ocean, my friend? That is where we're going. Straight on. Okay, you're almost there. I can see the finish line from up here. Well done! That Beetle's still got it. Morning, compadre. I see you've embarked on a 4x4 race through the jungle. That's bold. Call me Captain Obvious, but watch out for the trees. No sandy deserts in Hawaii, just beaches everywhere. Make the most of it. The wet sand is perfect for going at high speed. You're vanishing into the canopy. Even my eagle eyes can't follow you. I'll catch up with you when you come out of the rainforest.
Rewind that one.
Everything okay down there? Still alive? Got you, my friend. Welcome back. How did you like that little jungle cruise? Wow. Okay, listen up. During the next few seconds, no matter what happens, do not close your eyes. You'll soon be out of sight again. If you end up in the mud, don't panic. The Rubicon's traction and huge 33-inch tyres are the best safety insurance you can get. See you at the finish line. You must be knackered. Bloody hell! How did you get up here? Even my chopper is having a heart attack. So what beast did they get you for this trail? Let me see. Looks like a swift, maneuverable motorcycle, signature lime green. Say no more. This has got to be the one and only KX450. All right then. Ride, climb, fly. Anything's possible with this ride. What a sight. I've seen a fair share of them, but this landscape is going to be etched in my memory forever. You couldn't be more on the edge. Last time I saw something like this was in Bolivia. The Yungas Road, or the Death Road, they called it. I can't get enough of this view. The landscapes of this island are really breathtaking.
Mulligan!
Sharp right, then brace for the slope. It's a steep, narrow and technical one. Be extra careful. Whoa! Do not miss that bridge down there. Huge right turn. And back to civilization. Awe-inspiring adventure, my friend. It was brilliant. I've got to go now, but I look forward to doing this again.
It's time to reap your reward. Your vehicle is ready for you to claim. Playlist unlocked. All clear for you to indulge in, driver. I'm sure you've missed the thrill of off-road racing. Well, then you'll be happy to sign up for this new expedition. What is next in line? This playlist is taking a wildlife documentary approach. Pierce has already ventured out on all the trails you're about to discover. He's scouted the field, marked out the paths, and chose the right vehicles.
Off-Roading Addict, Volume 2, Entry 1. Found this old tape recorder in the mess I call my boot. I mostly use it for shopping lists, but this has got to be a better use for it. Motorfest have sent me on a mission. It's all part of the new off-roading adventure. Here's the plan. I'm going on a solo trip around the island to find the best trails this land can provide. Oh my gosh, I'm buzzing! I'm currently moving along the leeward coast east of the volcano. The view is bonkers. I can see all the way to the ocean. This route, though, it's a real quagmire. I'm gonna suggest Motorfest uses that Falcon SSV. I really liked it last time. It's sturdy but agile, perfect for adventurers getting ready for their first battle. Almost caught out by a downhill turn there. Anyone listening, you'd better be careful if you want to finish in one piece. Right, got a great first route all set, so that's me done for today. I need a place for the night, and this beach will do nicely. Like it'll get cold tonight. Maybe I'll have a look in these wrecks for an old bottle of something to keep me warm. Might get lucky. Woke up with quite a headache, but I managed to reach Peacock Flat and I'm ready to scout more terrain. Let's go for a dip. They told me to find new paths. They never said they had to be on land, so down the river we go. I'm riding the current like a Pacific salmon. Blimey, got a couple of them fish stuck on my back seat. Hang on, guys. My little friends on the back seat have made the supreme sacrifice. I completely forgot to throw them back in the water. Oh, this is heartbreaking. That path is magnificent, though. It's got everything off-roading addicts crave. I mean, just look at these caves. Aren't they just a dog's bollocks? The festival people are going to need a proper all-rounder to handle this brilliant path. Well, that's decided. I'm giving away my own trusty old Defender for that race. It's a little banged up, but it's the most reliable machine there is and a great companion. I can see on my map there's a passage up north. Looks like an easy downhill straightaway. Perfect way to avoid a detour. Oh, I take back what I said. Seems like all the off-road tracks on this island lead to beaches. Well, I suppose that's what you'd expect on an island, and it's actually perfect for our next path. Damn! Lost half my ruddy supplies in the river. But I still have the fish. You didn't die for nothing, lads. Log entry 3. My pursuit of the best trails has led me to the North Shore. Motorfest wants a crazy race with all the trimmings. Once again, I'm going to give them their money's worth. Wild, rocky beaches are a real challenge. There's no single right path. Adventurers have to use their instincts and find the optimal way to exploit the terrain. I must admit, I wouldn't mind a vehicle with softer suspension than my old Defender right now. Back on white sand. The terrain should get less rocky from now on. Dunes in sight. It's gonna be bumpy. Now that's hairy ground if ever I saw it. A resort! Civilization! Don't mind me, friends. I'm just passing through. Enjoy your virgin pina coladas. Oh, I made a right mess of their garden. Nah, they'll just send a bill to Motorfest. So, let's talk vehicles. What can I recommend here? It's got to be an official rally raid survivor, a car with real guts, something French maybe. They do make some nice machines across the channel. How about the Peugeot 3008 DKR? Sturdy, V6 bi-turbo, dynamic. Pierce, you old devil, you've done it again. That's the perfect choice. Figured out. This trek is gonna leave you gobsmacked. Entry 4. As I speak, the weather's rainy as hell. Reminds me of good old Berkshire. Her Leywood's fields are as muddy as can be. I'm looking for hidden waterfalls. Hopefully, there'll be like a small oasis for the festival adventurers halfway through this intense championship. Motorfest, the Rubicon with its rugged four-wheel drive underpinnings is a good option for this kind of terrain. Wait, it doesn't have a roof though. According to my map, I need to go... yes, that's it, towards Waimea Mountains. Has taken a turn for the worse. It's like a blimmin' monsoon here. Can't see a bloody thing. Ah, here they are. I finally found these waterfalls. Not to say I was expecting something bigger. Now going through a series of curves on a downhill slope. It's a slippery ride, but my old Defender is holding up well. I spoke too soon, I'm stuck. Come on, you old wreck. Show me what your V8 is made of. Had to throw some weight overboard, but I'm finally out of this mess. Hopefully the compact Rubicon should hold better in the same conditions. Finally through! Gotta find a dry spot to make camp for the night. This rain is a real pain in the backside. Pierce's log, entry 5. My last supplies got stolen by some wild animal last night. I cannot believe this. On the bright side, the rain has eased off and the dirt roads are much more passable now. I'm currently going down the hill. A nice fun ride in the morning with some fun and easy turns. I'll be reaching the wide expanse of Central pretty soon. I should get a whole different topology down there. Let's see how it looks. Here I am. I was right. Wide open countryside tracks. Guaranteed fun. Reminds me of riding motocross in the West Berks fields as a young lad with my cousins. Great stuff. Well, this is what it's gonna be then. A nice open mud playground for some fellow bike lovers to ride to their heart's content. Now, what kind of bike could they give the adventurers? I remember a superb customized KTM in the garage of the festival PR. I didn't quite catch her name. Mula? Honestly, head like a sieve. Well, anyway, she had a hell of a bike. A 450 EXC. Probably the best power-to-weight ratio four-stroke I've ever seen. Mulu? Bloody hell, that's it, I got you. Don't know why that's sending me loopy. I've got to be careful. I haven't eaten in a while and Mother Nature might be starting to mess with my mind. Gotta take a break. It's gonna be a long night and I can feel my energy running dangerously low. Log, entry 6. The night is dark and troubling. I've been running on an empty stomach for days now. And tonight the mighty forces of MoeY may get me after all. Ominous plants and lurking beasts, thinking they can finally get a piece of old Pierce. But no way. I must complete my task. Gotta climb that hill to get an overview. may have found a good spot for yet another ride, but not sure I have enough strength remaining to see this through. More water. I'm in it up to my neck. Damn it. Structure seems solid enough, but I need to keep my eyes peeled. There could be cracks or holes anywhere, and my tension is failing. Come on, stay awake, PS, old boy. You're not out of the woods yet. Didn't I already climb that hill? Damn it. I think I'm going in circles. That's it. Hunger and exhaustion are getting to me. I'm starting to see things. I see goats in the sky. Tall, majestic creatures. They're like gladiators battling across the firmament. Marvelous. Wait a second. What forsaken country am I in? I'm losing it. Pierce's log final entry. If anyone's listening, these are probably my last words. I'm nearing starvation here. Might be about to embark on my last journey. It's okay. I've lived a full life, a beautiful adventure. Oh, a Turkish delight. I've just found a massive stash of sweets under the passenger seat. All right, I'm back and feeling more alive than ever. Must be this sugar rush. Let's finish this. All I need now is to come up with a car suggestion. Weird visions I had back there. Gladiators in the skies. Silly me. Eureka! The Jeep Gladiator. That's the one. It was here all along. The Jeep as the fighter, the wilderness for its arena. Tell me, listeners, are you not entertained? Log, entry number 7. What a great night! See? That's what I like about these wild escapades. You never know what's gonna happen. Anyway, I'm ready to move on. I'm currently driving on the edge of the mountains, and I think this is a route that calls for a bike. Let's see what happens if I keep following the ridge. Settled. This is going to be a bike event. I reckon they should stick with the KTM 450 here. The Austrian queen of the Enduro Kingdom. With its original competition look this time. Those guys know a thing or two about uneven terrain. I can see the Motorfest grounds from here. Glorious! Take a little bathroom break before carrying on, and I happened to notice something a little peculiar. Bear prints all over the trail. Here, in the supposedly bear-free Hawaiian wilderness. Bloody mystery, but no time for that kind of monkey business. I've got an event to wrap up. Oh yeah, that section is definitely going to be part of the show. Bells! More bear tracks! That's starting to play on my mind, to be honest. The presence of a bear here is theoretically impossible, but I don't know. There could be some mighty nature force at work here. As someone once said, life finds a way. Alright, Pierce, focus. Here comes a bit of a cliff. My suspension felt that one for sure. Okay, that path is complete. Those bear tracks are still bothering me though, listeners. Pierce, old boy, you better watch your back. Log, entry 8. I'm sure of it now. I'm dealing with a bloody bear. According to the news flash I managed to get, the big furry thing escaped from the Honolulu Zoo. He's tracked me all the way to the volcano. That Paddington's after me. Climb to the top. You want a piece of me, Teddy B? Come and get me up there. My machine is in dire straits. Come on, buddy. Don't let me down. The beast is right behind me. He's managed to follow me up here! Damn it, he's pressuring me! Going back down at full speed, no choice. Alright, try to catch me now, you fat bastard! Good grief, my car almost ended up on its roof. To anybody listening, use a proper sturdy machine for this ride. Like a Hummer, or maybe a bloody tank. What the hell? This animal's not giving up. Maybe some sharp zigs and zags will catch him off guard. Wait for it. Sharp left. Now, to the right. That's it, I think I'm safe. Who's laughing now, bear boy? Bloody hell, I've been through some tough ones, but this... God damn, I can't believe it! He's back! Log entry 9. Holy marmalade, another eventful night. That bear eventually caught up with me. Such a resilient opponent. You've got to respect that. But hey, you know what? He turned out to be quite the nice fella. Once we got past the silliness, we really got on like a house on fire. We've got a lot in common, actually. Anyway, we chatted over a fish supper, then went our separate ways. Vaya con Dios, my runaway friend. Live free, I say. Back to work, our very last trail. I started way up in the mountains, and I'm currently going wild on the descent. This will undoubtedly call for a fast yet versatile vehicle. Thing that comes to mind is the Audi S1 EKS RX Quattro, a 600 HP four-wheel drive. A car that goes like the blazes but still thrives in the tightest of curves. My word, this is going to be spectacular.